Hi, my name is Brian King. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and welcome to StampWithBrian.com. Today, you're invited to a two-part video series that I'm going to talk about this really super simple card, and I'm going to start by talking about how I got this sentiment perfectly centered inside the circle. And in the second part of this series, I'm going to talk about the layout and how I layer the papers in order to create a perfectly framed and perfectly balanced card. So come on in and let's talk about this super fun "you're invited" sentiment. If I told you that you needed to stamp "you're invited" right in the middle of this circle, you would be totally fine if it was a photopolymer. But if it was a clear mount or a red rubber mount, you'd want to have your Stamp-A-Majig to get it perfect. The good news is you don't need either. I want to show you how I created this sentiment real quick. So first of all, I used from You're So Sweet, this "your," and the "invited" from Marquee Messages. So the good thing is that this one I have in wood mount, so it's a red rubber. You can't see exactly where you're positioning it, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to start, it's all stamped in Emerald Envy, but I'm going to start with the "your." And the way that I inked this up is with my Stampin' Write marker. There are two sides to this. One has a fine tip and one is the brush tip. This is a thick line here and also the drawing there. I'm going to use the brush tip to just paint over the "your." And then I'm going to give it a little huff like this and just stamp it down. Now the rest of my stamp is pretty clean, and so I've got "your" already there. And with my photopolymer, I'm going to just ink it up with my Emerald Envy ink pad and just find exactly where I want that to go. And there I've got it. Now I did get a little bit here, but that's okay because I'm going to crop around it with a circle. And the circle allows me to get it perfectly centered. And then there's more ink coming off of my finger here. It allows me to get it perfectly centered for a big, bold sentiment that will be the star of this super fun card. So there you have it. This is with a red rubber. This is with a photopolymer. But together, they're perfect. So I want to talk to you a little bit about the colors that I chose for this clean and fun card. Obviously, these colors or these papers and these colors can be switched out for whatever type of party you're inviting someone to. But I started with Emerald Envy and Island Indigo. To me, they just look beautiful together. And I sought out a paper using my Designer Series paper swatch books. I knew that Blooms and Bliss has some Island Indigo in it, so I looked for a pattern that would look really good with the green. Now this one has kind of a little bit of mint macaron, I believe, in it. And as I flipped, that could have also looked nice, although it's not the exact green. And then when I got to this page, I knew that this would pair beautifully with these two colors. Even though Emerald Envy is not in this particular stack of papers, the colors look really lovely together. The next step was just finding the right balance of these three colors, and I included white on my final project for the perfect balance. Thanks for stopping by today. I hope you found those little quick tips and tricks helpful to you. And I'll have more information on this very quick and easy "you're invited" card coming up later. But for now, thanks for stopping by. Please visit me at StampWithBrian.com to purchase any of the items that we talked about today or to read more about this project. Thanks.